Dave Chapelle. Now we have to talk about the big story. Obviously, we've talked about it for the last a couple of days here and there. So Dave Chappelle had a show last night at the Louis Leakey Auditorium in Nairobi, and the attendance was full. Obviously, people paid the 7K. People actually attended the show. Now, I would like to talk about something small that was going on through the show, because you realize that this is an American comedian coming into Kenya, and he actually has to make joke for people to laugh. So kuna hii kitu inaitwa FOMO, fear of missing out. Okay, and it's a behavior that we've had for a very long time. So unaelewa, hii ni middle class. People who actually paid the 7K are actually middle class. So when I say middle class, these are people who have access to Netflix, they have access to the US culture, obviously wako na hiyo content ya Hollywood. So for you to be able to understand that content coming from the jokes that are made by Dave Chappelle, lazima ukuwe na content kiasi ya Hollywood. And obviously before he started alikuwa amesema he doesn't know anything about Kenya, so you guys will have to forgive him. So the material was basically leaning towards the Diddy parties and all that. You guys, kama umefuatilia story ya Diddy na vitu alikuwa anafanya in his parties, you would understand the jokes that came out. Kuna jokes zilikuwa zinasemwa and people laughed. Okay, so not necessarily just laughing because the jokes were funny, you are laughing because kuna hiyo uoga ya nisipocheka watu watadhani mimi ni Dwanzi. That's why we had to come up with urban tone, because it was basically an urbanized gengeton. Hatukuwa nataka kuwa related with the gengeton because tulikuwa na feel hii ni mziki ya ghetto and we are up class, we are middle class people who are supposed to understand this kind of content. When he said actually that he attended the Diddy parties and left early before kina McMill walikuja or wafike kwa show, I don't know if you guys understood, but watu walikuwa wanacheka, watu wanapasua vibaya sana, because at the end of the day wewe umeona kama best yangu anacheka na mimi niko hapa, sitaki pia ku feel left out, pia mimi nacheka say. So if you didn't have that content from Hollywood, ingekuwa very difficult for you to understand the jokes that were being given. So he's going to Rwanda actually, not heading back to the US, and Rwanda is becoming a very attractive country right now. So wacha ende huko tuone how the show goes. Though hiyo no phone policy mazee we it was very difficult for us, but obviously as Kenyans at least tuna learn discipline, and also these exclusive events zinatu teach more even event promoters na watu wengine wote.